Hi, I'm Lori Kellum. I am an executive consultant here on the Clifton and Company team. I live in Philadelphia, PA, but I'm originally from Nashville, Tennessee, which is how I know Elizabeth Clifton. We had gone to high school together. I am a biologist by day, living here with my partner Chris and our one fur baby Gemma. I had been thinking about some ways to supplement our income for a little while because while I'm very passionate about being a research biologist, it's not always the most highest paying job, and I was in school for 10 years to get to this point. So just looking for a way to maybe pay down my student loans a little bit faster, preferably before I retire, and and just a way to have a little bit of a slush fund and an extra vacation fund. So Elizabeth and I reconnected on Facebook, and I had been following along with her, kind of Facebook stalking her, maybe just a little bit, especially when I started seeing some of her business posts. And at the same time, I was battling sun damage. I'm a long-time outdoor cyclist, and while I might head out with sunblock on after 2 or 3 hours out on the bike, you've pretty much sweated all that sunblock off. So I had a pretty significant amount of sun damage as well. So one day I'd done some research sort of behind the scenes, and I reached out to her, and that was about 10 months ago. And here I am now with a thriving Rodan and Fields business that is only going up and growing. And tonight, for this luxury summer skincare soiree, I am going to talk to you a little bit about the Reverse Regimen, which is one of the driving factors that kind of got me to notice Rodan and Fields skincare. So I've already removed my makeup and done step one. So I think you've probably already been introduced. Each regimen is 4 steps. And I've already done step one, which in reverse is the deep exfoliating wash, which will help remove dead skin cells and visibly brighten your skin. And so the next step in most of the regimens is a toning step. And for reverse, it's an intensive brightening toner. And what it does is help to both balance the pH of your face, and this toner actually contains salicylic acid and some antioxidants to help fade dark marks and prep your skin for the next step of the reverse regimen. I'll just leave that. It would be at this point, right before you do the dual active treatment, if you were to want to boost your results with reverse, you would actually incorporate the AMP-MD roller. And I'm actually not going to demo this tonight, but it would be at this point between step 2 and step 3. Now step 3, this is one of the big reasons why I love Rodan and Fields and love working with active working dermatologists, is that this comes in 2 little bottles, which I know seems a little bit annoying at first because you're already doing 4 steps. But the reason they package these separately is that retinol is highly reactive with oxygen, and more importantly, it's reactive with vitamin C, which is the 2 ingredients in the dual active brightening complex. So when they package them separately, they're actually maintaining the integrity of both projects individually, and when you mix them together for step 3 of reverse, you're actually activating each of them at the same time, so you don't have any degradation of product when you go to put it on your face. So with this, you just use a pea-size amount of each one on your fingertips, blend them together, and then just apply them as you would any treatment. This step of reverse is actually what's actually really targeting your dark mark. But the great thing about the retinol is obviously you've got your major anti-aging components in addition to the vitamin C, which is the brightening complex. And the great thing about retinol is the reason that it really targets anti-aging is that it's actually a cell activator. So it's actually activating cell turnover on your face. And then normally I just do a quick rinse. And then the 4th step of all of our regimens, and it's so important, especially when you have sun damage, is the SPF step. And the great thing about reverse SPF, it's a broad spectrum SPF 50 sunscreen, and which is so crucial for those of us that have built up years of sun damage. This is a crucial step in the morning. You wouldn't use it at night, but just a dollop, or once again like a pea-size amount of sunscreen applied to your whole face. And I think that this is, with all of our regimens, the most crucial step. And with that, easy peasy, we've done the reverse regimen. It took less than 2 minutes. I grant you minus the face washing step, but I know that 4 steps always seems like a lot. As when I talk to my new preferred customers at first, they think, oh, 4 steps twice a day. But really, how long did that just take? And the results are totally and completely worth it. So I hope that this convinces you to think about purchasing the reverse regimen if you have any sort of sun damage, dark marks, or just feel a little dullness in your complexity. And or if you're suffering from melasma, which I know is a big issue with women who have been pregnant and have that hormonal pregnancy mask, it's called. So reach out to the consultant that invited you and ask them a little bit more about it. I know that Elizabeth is probably posting some great before and afters, and I'm always happy to share my personal results, which I'm so thrilled with. And with that, I will sign off on the reverse regimen. Thanks for coming.